Lucky, lucky us, we managed to find a game. And we got kind of a crappy hand, but I'm going to keep it because the Re-what-val Scarecrow can turn into blue. It's a borderline keep because it has really not very good, but the opponent's called Wizard Lizard, which has made me feel anything's possible, even wizardry. I suppose we're going Scarecrow into Werewolf into potentially crack Scarecrow, get Scholar out. Sigurdian Priest, well, that's probably quite good against us. Luckily for us, we draw quite well as always. Never lucky, sometimes lucky, this time lucky. I think now we just play Scholar and, well, depending on what he plays. If you play something Scarecrow can block, we'll play Scarecrow, otherwise we'll just play Scholar and start churning through. Opponent misses land drop. I think we're going to go Scholar now, especially as we picked up the Wharf Infiltrator, because next turn we can potentially discard a card to it through Scholar. Opponent, does he have the Bombardment? He does not. Praise be to Yevon. I assume he's just going to swing here. This is a pretty good trade for him. Oh, the irony. Wizard Lizard trying to get rid of a wizard. Stitcher's Graft. Well, that's not great here. So I think we are just going to attack, am I? No, I think I'd rather loot. I'd rather get some of these lands out of my face. And Townclaw Werewolf actually challenges the board, helps us develop our side of it a little bit more. No, I'm not too bothered about getting into here. Opponent's missing land drops, let's just develop our board as best as can. Okay, hits a land, lucky. Wish I was so lucky, even though I've drawn perfectly. Listen, complaints don't need to be based on anything. You can complain as much as you want as long as you've got the wherewithal to say it loudly. So opponent makes Sigurdian Priest big, and presume he's not going to attack. Presumption correct. That's not good. I think I'm just going to play Cultist and Wharf. Then we can start getting some potential value from double loots, which is just huge. So I mean, the big problem with our deck is we can't beat a 4/5 on the ground, which now I think about it, is quite a fundamental problem with the deck. I mean, you can tap the Werewolf here, but I mean, we weren't blocking it anyway. I suppose you may as well. Tap it, go on, have a lovely tap. It's the luck of some people. So if you play Smouldering Werewolf, I cry. It's not a Smouldering Werewolf, it's just a Pyrehound, which is potentially even worse. And let's get rid of Forest. Okay, I don't think I want the Wealthier Scarecrow here. So let's just skulk in. I suppose we want the Wealthier Scarecrow more than lands. Yeah, I suppose we can just get rid of a land. But now I suppose I'm more incentivized to, just to keep the lands. Vessel and say go. So milling ourselves is now a very real possibility, as we're not going to do anything on the ground ever in this game. Sends in the Pyrehound. Well, there's no way I block. think we need to draw Docent quite urgently. Fiery Temper on the... Okay, well that doesn't work. That's great for us. I think I'm actually going to take the land here, so I can hit the land drop, transform Tangle Claw. No, he's got mana up. Let's take the Hermit. I don't think Forgotten Creation is what we want to be doing now. No, so I suppose Forgotten Creation does get through Sigurdian Priest. Okay, change of mind, change of mind. And let's loot, because loot. Terrar Scarecrow, no value. I suppose opponent really doesn't want to tap here. So let's just skulk in for one. Yeah, we're getting to a stage where I kind of want to keep Convolute up here. Okay, I'm just going to get rid of Courier, I think. It doesn't do anything on this board. We could play 2. Yeah, let's just play 2. Then we can play the Forgotten Creation as well. Right, so winning would be quite nice soon. As at the moment we're just able to develop a massive board that does nothing. I suppose it does let us throw everything in front of Pyrehound now, which I'm going to do quite soon. As Pyrehound could just burn us out of nowhere. I'm more inclined to do that with Convolute backup though. So I assume we just take one hit from Pyrehound, clog up the ground with a Captive, and then Convolute next turn. After we block everything on Pyrehound. Hope against hope. Well, that does help somewhat. Dragon will be pretty ball breaking here for opponent. So if he's got Ride Down, he becomes a 7/8. If he's got the first strike thing, let's see, I'm going to assume it's a 7/8 here, and I'm just going to throw everything in front of it. I don't think this could go too badly. So it becomes a 6/7 and kills our Bloodbriar. Then we go 2/4/7. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's go as badly as... This will be fine. This will be absolutely fine. Could be an unmitigated disaster, let's be aware of that though. But if he does tap out and doesn't kill the werewolf, we can force him to block the werewolf with the priest next turn and thus getting a lot of damage, because it must be blocked. But I'm assuming opponent has some hilariously excellent trick here. If he's got 2 tricks, he does kind of wreck us. No, they have to both kill creatures. The first strike one would really screw us over. I leave it with Convolute might be a thing, but I just don't want to take all the damage and do nothing here. Because then next turn we don't attack with everything, we don't attack with anything. This way we presumably tap him out and get his Pyrehound off the table. What have you got? Yeah, it's Ride Down. Okay. What's he riding down? That thing. So it becomes a 6/7, so it kills 2 things. Okay, that's not too bad. Let's loot. I'm kind of in the market of getting rid of grapple here. I'm happy to keep this hand. I'm also happy to play am I happy to play a land? Actually, I don't see the point in playing a land here. It doesn't do anything. So let's swing in for 4. Draw, discard. Let's play the captive and say go. 14 cards in library, 1 grapple in life, 1 grapple. What could go wrong? A lot. So we can convolute his play. He either taps, he can't tap down the Forgotten Creation because then we just do nothing. Then we just attack with everything. Okay, well, this has gone quite well for us. Loot. Let's get rid of land. Let's keep hand. Yeah, Dragon is pretty nice here. Let's go for that, especially as we lets us keep it convolute. Boing. I was thinking. They can't really do anything here. I suppose he can tap down the creation. Then he takes 5. That's fine. That's fine. I don't think we're in any immediate danger of just being of milling ourselves out. Sorry, I mean, we've got 10 cards in library, but after this, we can deal with that. Assume we convolute whatever happens here. Yeah, convolution seems good. Especially as we don't want him gaining life, as we need to burn him out quickly. Ulanvor Mystery is not really what we need now, is it? It's still got to be better than the land. Go. Although the land would have let us play Hamlet Captain, so that's not necessarily a truth. Now we're just going to be swinging with a lot of things most turns. Ironclad Slayer gets back Hope Against Hope, that's fine. Nice little human sub-theme here. So I'm pretty much 100% going to be swinging with everything here. Nope, hopefully draw a land. And Docent's a pretty good draw too. Ingo the team. Bash, bash, bash. Except this one. Oh, sweet. That's really great for us. I'm going to kill the tapper because we're going to have a big flyer coming up. And let's play Docent. And play De Captain. Captain, oh Captain. So even if Docent dies here, that will take a card. And will presumably let us get lethal. Because Hope Against Hope's useless now. So opponent needs like a... yeah, doesn't have it. So we somehow won, despite drawing our entire deck and seeing nothing that interacted with opponent. Apart from this Prey Upon, which we didn't draw. Did I forget to play Prey Upon? Oh, I must have just milled it with a vessel. Right, so opponent has Silver Strike and Fiery Tempo, which makes me more inclined to play Turn Aside, but still not too inclined. I think we can deal without it. We are just gumming up the board majorly here. So I'm not really too worried about that. I suppose Hope Against Hope is a threat, especially if he's getting him back. Hope Against Hope is a good card as well. He's also got Ride Down, maybe Turn Aside. No, I don't think it's what we want. Doesn't seem to be able to punish the one toughness guys, which is always fortuitous when they're playing red. Okay, let's just carry on this particular do-nothingy deck and see if we get lucky by doing a similar degree of nothing next game. I imagine we will. My commendations go to Rio for playing 13 at least of these pack per win games. God, you take a long time to find an opponent here. To play that many, that is a dedication to your art, sir. I'm down here with one win. I just wanted to win one. That's all I wanted. And then I never play them again. Here I am playing them again, but let's ignore that. I've been doing really badly in the pack per wins. I picked up my game in the 6-2-2-2-2-2-2-2s. I think I managed to get 5-0 in the Innistrad League, thanks mainly to the hysteria about opening Leon of the Veil. He wasn't even that good, but was worth a nice little 90 ticks. Windfall! I don't think we're necessarily favourite in this matchup. I'm not really worried about opponent's removal. I'm worried about the fact that we just both play a lot of creatures and I don't really have any way through his apart from overwhelming him. I think our best bet is to get out It of the Horrid Swarm quite early and just swing for the fences. Let's see. Well, let's see soon. Let's see when he lets us see. There we go. That hand's pretty good. Let's keep. Yeah, Hamlet Captain into Ulan-Vol Mysteries into all my other cards seems pretty good here. Opponent's added a 41st card to his deck, which means his deck is now one card better than mine, unfortunately. So we're going to be taking a turn off to play the Mysteries, I assume. Especially if we just play Sigurdian Priest. Yep, good. Captain, oh captain. We could just play the Cultist. I mean, maybe building out a board is better here. Also, it's not to be forgotten, opponent missed a lot of land drops last game, which I imagine is how we were able to overcome him. Kessig Forge Master, sure. Well, with that in play, I'm more inclined to play... Yeah. Okay, I'm more inclined to just play Exalting Cultist. Now I do It of the Horrid Swarm. I mean, we could go with Clue here potentially, but It of the Horrid Swarm does stop him from attacking quite nicely. Assume we draw another land. If we don't, I'll continue my streak of never being lucky. Opponent just transforms. Yeah, I'm just going to play F the Horrid Swarm here. Yeah, we forego a Clue, but he's got a decent board here. He's taken a turn off to transform it, and this means it trades with the Flameholt Werewolf unless he's got a trick. And if he's got a ride down here, it's good to get it out of his hand. Then again, it does... Oh, well, unfortunately, forgot to tap. I suppose I should have gone to combat. Well, nothing could have been tapped. But we both made mistakes. But mine was a little mistake, and his was one of the biggest mistakes I've ever seen in professional Magic. Does he have a Lunarch Mantle? Well, thankfully we've got loads of removal. Oh wait, shit. Yeah, that card's very hard for me to beat. I think I'm going to go for the... so he's going to... I think I'm going to go for the develop the board option, grapple for a land and play Ulan-Vol Mysteries. We kind of need lands here. It also transforms the werewolf back, which is the main reason for doing it. Yep, good pickup. Go to combat, let him tap this down. Does not tap it down. Okay. Let's play Ulan-Vol Mysteries. Right, so we are theoretically set up for a long game now, but he's set up for a quick finish. It's going to go back to a 3-2 now. That would be a 4-3. Opponent's not interested in tapping down It of the Horrid Swarm, for which I am grateful, because I think it would be a good thing to do. Now I suppose we can start somewhat attacking with something approaching impunity. So if you draw a land, I might play the Scarecrow just so I can leave up Convolute and sack. Because we need to run out to that sooner rather than later. And we have but 2. I think opponents should... Well, I don't think he can really sacrifice to get in the damage here. Ideally for me, just Angelic Purges the It of the Horrid Swarm. Angelic Purge, Ulanvor Mysteries. You know, I'm okay with that. Goes down a land. I think I can get in some damage here. No, remember to tap. No damage will be got in here. Yeah, I'm fine just developing the board. I think I'm going to play Wealth. No, I'm going to play Bloodbriar. Actually, seeing as I can't be playing anything else this turn, I'm just going to play Forgotten Creation. This actually starts getting in a bit of damage. I don't really want to grapple here. Ideally, I'm going to be grappling for Dosen if that ever dies. Opponent thinks about it, does not attack, so we need to play 2 spells. Let us keep our hand, my friend. So he's got a Silver Strike up. Let's see what combat brings. I think attacking with both is the option here. He's going to have to start sacking permanents to get over my insects, and I'm fine with that. I'm also going to convolute a Silver Strike here. And play a Bloodbriar, which would make the Flamehot trade back, transform back again. Boing! I assume he just takes it. I think you've probably got to at this stage. Yep. And play Bloody Bee. Back you flip, bro. So I'm really keen to get a lot of pressure on him here, because if he starts attacking with a Flamehawk Werewolf, we've got a very quick clock on our hands. He does have to sack permanents, which is a real cost. So the more damage we can get in, the better. Hope against hope. See, so that's a 6/5 first strike, but I mean, we're coming to the point where we can just swing team. Not yet, but soon. Especially if he attacks. Well, now we're just swinging team, 100%. Ah, he didn't give it flying. For some reason I thought he gave it flying. Never mind, never mind. Small mistake, small mistake. It's a huge error. So let's play the Wild Field. And go to combat. Swing with the team. Still swing with the team. Put him down to 4, leaving up grapple. There are some combination of cards I die to now, but one hopes it's not too many. Yeah, Uncaged Fury would get me. True Faith Center, that one will not get me. Especially as Uncaged Fury now doesn't get me. So we just want to draw drag under. Really should have blocked the Forge Master last turn. Oh, sweet. Wizard Lizard sends us a message. It's about wizardry and lizardry. Good game? Is it a good game? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attackers. 4 go through. Yeah, it's a good game. No, 3 go through. 1, 2. Yeah, it's a good game. Doesn't even let us do it. I didn't even get to respond to his GGs. Wizard Lizard, if you're watching this, good game, I think. Right, we somehow managed to steal round 1. Beauty of leagues is I have to go and sod off for a while and I can come back. We're still in it. Brilliant. I'll see you all for our do nothing round 2. Ta-da!